In a world defined by rapid technological change and environmental urgency, one company has emerged as the undeniable symbol of progress. It began with a bold promise to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. But what followed went far beyond cars or batteries. It became a movement, a redefinition of what industry, innovation, and human ambition could achieve when guided by purpose. The idea was simple but revolutionary. Build electric vehicles so desirable and affordable that owning a gasoline car would no longer make sense. Yet, simplicity in vision often hides complexity in execution. Years of relentless innovation, risk-taking, and reimagining of production methods have now brought this vision within reach of the average person, not just the wealthy or environmentally conscious elite. At the center of this transformation is the company's latest project, the Model Q. This isn't just a new vehicle. It's a symbol of democratized technology, a car that merges efficiency, intelligence, and sustainability into a product designed for mass adoption. Its release in 2025 marks not only a milestone in engineering, but also a shift in global mobility culture. Behind the success of this transformation lies a perfect combination of strategy and technology. The company's adoption of giga-casting technology has rewritten the rules of automotive manufacturing. By replacing hundreds of small parts with single massive aluminum castings, they've reduced production complexity, minimized waste, and cut costs by nearly half. The result is more than just faster production. It's a blueprint for the future of manufacturing, one where scale, efficiency, and environmental responsibility coexist. Factories that once required armies of workers now hum quietly with automation and precision robotics, producing cars at an unprecedented rate without compromising quality. But production efficiency alone cannot define success. The integration of artificial intelligence into vehicles embodied by the Grow 3 system represents the next great leap forward. This is not a simple voice assistant. It is a neural companion that learns, adapts, and evolves alongside its driver. Every journey becomes data, every interaction a lesson. The Grow 3 system understands context, from predicting a driver's preferred routes to adjusting climate controls based on biometric cues. It integrates with the car's sensors and software ecosystem to ensure both convenience and safety. In doing so, it blurs the line between human and machine, ushering in a new era of intuitive mobility. Through this intelligent integration, the vehicle becomes more than transportation. It becomes a personal assistant, a guardian, and a companion. Over-the-air updates ensure that the car evolves continuously, improving efficiency, security, and features long after it leaves the factory floor. The economic implications of such a system are profound. Traditional vehicles depreciate the moment they are sold, but an AI-driven car that upgrades over time flips that equation. Value is preserved through software evolution, keeping the product relevant and competitive for years, even decades. Beyond the individual experience, the company's grand strategy stretches across continents. Expansion into India marks one of the boldest moves yet, a calculated effort to reach one of the world's fastest-growing automotive markets. The decision to establish a gigafactory in India represents not just a logistical choice but a statement of intent. Sustainable mobility must be global, not exclusive. By producing locally, the company eliminates high import tariffs and makes electric vehicles accessible to millions who previously viewed them as unattainable luxuries. The Indian Gigafactory also serves as a gateway to other emerging markets, including Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. Each new market opens opportunities for innovation. Localized manufacturing allows for regional customization, ensuring that vehicles meet the unique demands of climate, infrastructure, and consumer preference. This flexibility demonstrates the company's ability to adapt without diluting its identity. But to make electric mobility viable, one element is indispensable: infrastructure. Recognizing this, the company has built the world's most extensive fast-charging network. The supercharger grid has become a global landmark of progress, allowing drivers to travel freely and confidently across borders without range anxiety. The charging network is not a separate business, but an integral part of the ecosystem. It embodies the philosophy that true innovation extends beyond the product. It creates an experience. Each charger, each connection point, is a thread in the web of a sustainable future. Equally important is the company's commitment to recycling and circular production. Batteries, once seen as waste after years of use, are now being disassembled and repurposed. Materials are recovered and reused, closing the loop and minimizing the environmental footprint of mass electric vehicle adoption. This focus on sustainability doesn't just enhance public perception, it defines the company's long-term survival. In an era when governments and consumers alike demand responsibility, the company's ability to align profit with purpose places it in a league of its own. And yet, perhaps the most impressive feat lies in the synergy between all these components. Manufacturing, software, energy infrastructure, and environmental stewardship are no longer separate divisions, but interconnected elements of a single vision. The company has effectively built an ecosystem, not a brand. Through this ecosystem, the barriers that once slowed electric vehicle adoption are falling. Consumers are no longer choosing between performance and sustainability, or between innovation and affordability. The Model Q represents the collapse of these trade-offs, a vehicle that embodies the best of all worlds. Every element of the Model Q reflects this philosophy. The lightweight frame, the aerodynamic efficiency, and the integration of AI-driven energy management all work in harmony. Even the smallest components are designed for maximum recyclability, proving that sustainability and elegance can coexist. As the Model Q's release draws closer, anticipation grows not just among consumers, but across the entire automotive industry. Competitors are scrambling to adapt, to replicate, to understand the formula behind this success. But what they often miss is that the company's strength doesn't come from a single innovation. It comes from alignment. That alignment between vision, technology, and purpose is what propels the company ahead of the rest. While others chase market share, this enterprise chases transformation. Its goal isn't to dominate sales charts, but to rewrite the rules of mobility itself. Governments have taken notice. Partnerships and policy incentives are being built around this company's ecosystem because it aligns with global sustainability goals. What began as a disruptive startup has evolved into a partner of nations, shaping energy policy and urban planning. The ripple effects extend to education and employment. Gigafactories are not just production centers, they are schools of technology. Engineers, technicians, and designers are trained in cutting-edge methods, creating a new generation of skilled professionals equipped for the green economy. This transition also carries social implications. Affordable electric vehicles empower communities, reduce dependency on fossil fuels, and improve air quality in densely populated areas. It's a reminder that progress is not just about profits, it's about people. The company's leadership has long emphasized this philosophy. The mission is not simply to build cars, but to create a sustainable future. Each innovation, from gigacasting to AI integration, serves that larger mission. The goal is holistic, to ensure that human progress does not come at the planet's expense. But this pursuit of progress also involves risk. Scaling production to millions of units while maintaining ethical and environmental standards is no small feat. The company's transparency in confronting these challenges has become part of its identity. Instead of hiding setbacks, it learns from them publicly, reinforcing trust. Trust, in turn, fuels community. Enthusiasts, developers, and customers form an ever-growing network that supports innovation through feedback, testing, and advocacy. This organic collaboration has turned the company's users into partners, a dynamic unmatched in the automotive world. Each breakthrough fuels the next. Advances in AI feed into better safety systems. Improvements in gigacasting inspire new manufacturing methods. Discoveries in battery recycling influence material sourcing. The cycle of innovation is continuous, self-reinforcing, and resilient. The story of this company, therefore, is not just about engineering, it's about evolution. It mirrors humanity's quest for cleaner energy, smarter machines, and a better balance with nature. It reflects the belief that technology, when guided by ethics and purpose, can elevate life rather than consume it. Even as skeptics question its valuation and ambitions, the company continues to move forward, driven by a conviction that change is inevitable, and that leadership means shaping that change, not waiting for it. This unshakable determination is what has made it one of the most valuable companies in human history. From a small startup once dismissed as impractical to a global powerhouse influencing economies and governments, Its journey redefines what is possible when innovation meets vision. The road ahead is not without challenges, but it is paved with opportunity and purpose. And as the world watches, one thing becomes clear: the electric revolution is not coming. It is already here, silently rewriting the future one vehicle, one battery, and one bold idea at a time. The momentum behind this revolution is not driven solely by technology, but by a cultural awakening. Around the world, people are beginning to see mobility not as a privilege, but as a shared right. Clean transportation is no longer an aspiration for the wealthy. It is becoming a baseline expectation for all. The company's approach, to merge innovation with accessibility, has accelerated this global consciousness. With every passing year, electric vehicles are shedding the stigma of compromise. They are faster, safer, and more convenient than their combustion counterparts. But more importantly, they are aspirational. Owning an electric car has evolved from an act of environmental virtue into a statement of progress, a tangible symbol of one's participation in shaping the future. The Model Q captures this shift perfectly. It represents not just an advancement in automotive design, but a social and cultural milestone. By positioning itself as the car for everyone, from urban professionals to rural families, it bridges divides that once defined transportation inequality. It is not a luxury. It is a liberation. What makes this transformation truly historic is the company's holistic ecosystem. No other automaker has managed to integrate hardware, software, and energy infrastructure into a single, seamless experience. This integration eliminates friction at every level, from charging to maintenance, transforming mobility into something effortless. The ripple effect of this model extends well beyond cars. The same batteries that power vehicles are now being adapted for home energy storage, grid stabilization, and renewable energy management. The company has quietly become an energy powerhouse, reshaping how humanity generates, stores, and consumes electricity. In doing so, it is reducing dependence on fossil fuels on a scale no single government policy has ever achieved. Every megawatt-hour stored in its battery systems represents progress toward a cleaner, more resilient energy network. The dream of sustainable cities, powered by the sun, balanced by AI, is no longer distant. It is unfolding in real time. As these systems evolve, the boundaries between transportation, energy, and technology begin to blur. Cars become extensions of smart homes, connected to grids that communicate in real time. The Model Q is not merely a car. It is a node in a global network of intelligence and sustainability. Artificial intelligence continues to play a critical role in this convergence. The Grow 3 platform, which began as an in-vehicle assistant, is expanding into an entire ecosystem of connected services. From predictive maintenance to adaptive navigation and real-time safety monitoring, it continuously learns from millions of vehicles worldwide. This collective intelligence gives the company an unparalleled advantage. Every mile driven generates data that refines algorithms, improves performance, and enhances safety for all users. It is a feedback loop of innovation, one that grows smarter with each passing second. But this massive integration of data also raises questions of privacy and ethics, questions that the company cannot ignore. Transparency and user control have become cornerstones of its AI philosophy. Drivers are empowered to decide how their data is used, ensuring that progress does not come at the cost of personal freedom. This ethical approach strengthens trust at a time when public faith in technology is fragile. By openly addressing concerns about surveillance and automation, the company positions itself as not just a technological leader, but a moral one. It is rewriting the narrative of AI from fear to empowerment. Behind the glossy surfaces of innovation, however, lies a deeper human story. The engineers, designers, and visionaries who drive this company forward share a sense of mission that transcends business goals. They see their work not as manufacturing, but as stewardship, a duty to ensure the planet's survival through creativity and discipline. Inside the gigafactories, this ethos is palpable. These aren't typical industrial facilities. They are temples of efficiency, vast ecosystems of automation where robots and humans work in synchrony. The rhythm of production is almost poetic, the hum of machinery echoing humanity's relentless pursuit of progress. Every component, every process is optimized for sustainability. Solar panels line the roofs, waste materials are recycled, and energy consumption is tracked in real time. The company has turned its factories into living demonstrations of the very future it envisions for the world. This commitment to sustainability extends to its suppliers and partners. By enforcing strict environmental standards across the supply chain, the company ensures that responsibility doesn't stop at its factory doors. It is creating a culture of accountability that reverberates throughout the entire industry. And industries are indeed taking note. From legacy automakers to battery producers, the ripple of change initiated by this single company has forced others to evolve or risk obsolescence. Competitors who once dismissed the electric revolution as impractical are now racing to catch up. But the gap keeps widening. What sets this company apart is not speed alone, but coherence. Every decision, from battery chemistry to software architecture, aligns with the same overarching mission. There is no fragmentation, no confusion of purpose.